What's up, everybody? This is the market review, and today is Monday, August 3rd, 2020. Now, I'm sorry if you guys are seeing in your feed that I've attempted to do this video like three other times and I had to delete it, but I've had a problem with my broadcasting software. I use Bandicam, and they had me as an unregistered user, and you can only broadcast for like 5 minutes if you had the free version. But I bought my version, but somehow it got switched from a registered version to unregistered, and I had to re-register it, and I didn't have the serial number, and they had to send it back to me. And so hopefully I won't get the videos that I attempted to do before had got cut off in the middle of me attempting to produce the video for streaming. And that's another thing. This is my first time doing streaming, so I'm figuring out all the kinks. But I got my broadcasting software, Bandicam, re-registered, so hopefully it won't cut off no more. But thank you for all you guys for hanging in there with me. Now, um, it's been a wild week for me. What is this? Shadow? Uh, Ignore this. I think it's coming from this window here. Let me close this blind. Is it gone? Yeah, for the most part it is. Had to close my blinds. Sun was creeping through. Normally it comes from this window that's over here, but that's early in the morning. So it's been a wild week for me. I have to admit that my prediction when I said last week that the uh, coronavirus stocks, particularly Moderna and uh, Novavax. Is it Novavax? Let me check the name and make sure I'm pronouncing that right. Uh, yeah, it's Novavax. Right. I was focusing on those two in particular, and I had said that they seemed like they were operating um, inversely proportionate with each other. So one is up, the other's down, or maybe not down, but the other's stagnant. And so last week, Novavax had been up, so I predicted that Moderna would have uh, its time to go up, and I was wrong. I bought a position in Moderna, and it sank like a rock. I even had to change my stop loss market order, like the threshold that I set for my tolerance of loss, and because it was gonna hit that mark and it would trigger a sell, and I didn't want to sell the stock, so I had to move my stop loss down further, which is the first time I've ever did that. Um, but I didn't want to get rid of the stock at a loss, and I knew it would come back. And this week it has been coming back. Thank God. Today it moved up 5%, pretty damn decent. But it hasn't hit my break even point yet. So if it performs tomorrow like it did today, I would have broken even, and I'll start accumulating profits off of this position. We'll see what happens. And plus, Moderna, that's the stock I'm speaking of that I have the position in, is going to report their uh, Q2 earnings tomorrow. So if that's positive, it's definitely going to make the stock shoot up. So the market seemed like they performed very well today. All right, I take a glimpse at them. I really didn't look hard, but it definitely seemed like there was more winners than losers. So let's take a look at how things stacked up today. Now, the S&P 500 was up 0.71%. I'm looking at my other screen over here. The Dow Jones Industrial is up 0.89%, and the Nasdaq was up 1.46%. So the Nasdaq is always leading the way as far as being the head of profitability. So let's look at some of the winners and losers of the day, um, according to my watch list. Let's look at my Nasdaq watch list first. Novavax, like I was saying, Novavax is still blazing the trail. It was up 9.41%. Man, I wish I'd have got on that train, but can't go back. Just got to make do with the situations that you involved yourself in, and that's what I'm gonna do. Microsoft was up 5.4%. Pretty damn good. Zoom was up 5.63%. Nasdaq had a lot of winners today, and big numbers too. Um, Moderna, yeah, that's who I'm with. They was up 5.04%. I wish they was up 10.8%. I would be at break even level. Qualcomm was up 4.03%, but it seemed like Qualcomm has run out of steam. You know, they had a couple of pretty big jumps. And speaking of which, I'm gonna let's look at AMD. AMD seems like they've run out of steam too. They was only up 0.24%, but they had a very good run. Congratulations to all you guys that jumped on that bandwagon. So we was at Qualcomm, and then Nvidia was up 3.72%. There's a lot more, a couple more 3%ers and 2%ers, but we're gonna move on. Let's see. And all in all, there were definitely more winners than losers on the Nasdaq. So let's look at some of the losers on the Nasdaq. We have CME Group was down 1.34%. Amazon was down 1.6%. Hey, you can get Amazon now. One share, $3,113.99. That's a bargain. Uh, Starbucks down 1.21%. They have been banging pretty recently, weren't they? Booking Holdings Inc. down 0.54%. And there's others. So let's look at the New York Stock Exchange. And we're going to check some of the winners on that side. Can't believe it. At the top of my watch list, Uber was up 3.07%. Go Uber. Didn't Uber just recently make who they buy? The food delivery service, DoorDash. Didn't they buy DoorDash? Or in the process of buying DoorDash? Uber makes some pretty good acquisitions to complement their business model. GM was up 3.01%. Merck was up 2.3%. And Boeing was up 2.7%. This is a new one that I added to my watch list. GlaxoSmithKline PLC. That's because I think they were contracted by the government too to come up with a vaccine for the virus. I believe. If I'm wrong, put it in the. Let me know in the comment section. And then AstraZeneca was up 1.04%. That's another one I added to the my watch list. Another, I believe it's they're contracted by the government as well for the vaccine for the coronavirus. All right, let's look at some of the losers on the day for the New York Stock Exchange. Coca-Cola was down 1.98%. Clorox down 1.92%. Um, Next Era Energy was down 1.1%. Caterpillar was down 0.82%. So there you have it. All in all, the markets did pretty well today, in spite of, and this is my special watch list. These are um, stocks that I'm going to buy when the market crashes. So I've got Wayfair was up 7.96%. I've got Kramer calls it, Kramer from Mad Money, he calls it a pot stock, but the name of the company is Bro Generation Corp, and I guess you can't call him a pot stock. He used the word pot because he said he's from the old school. I call it a weed stock. So what they do is hydroponic gardening, um, hydroponic gardening. Did I say phonic? Phonic sound. Hydroponic gardening, meaning that they grow things without the need or aid of soil. So a lot of the weed producers would um, use their services, their retail outlets for the supplies that they need. I call them the Home Depot of marijuana, and I believe that they're out in Detroit. I believe they could get that big. So I have them. I have them in my mind that they are a buy and hold as well. Not only would I trade them, but most logically for me, I would buy and hold on to it for a period of time. But they're in my market crash buy list, and TDD, the trade desk, was up 5.85%. Square was up 3.81%. Those are the four stocks in my market crash list. I need to start looking at them for to trade, um, if I can get them on a dip. So that's the what's happening in the market today, and um, the market has done well in spite of the fact that our politicians in Washington can't seem to come together and put together a package. Should I call it relief package? They're not using the word relief, are they? They call stimulus. Well, I guess it's a stimulus package for Americans who have lost their jobs or and on unemployment. The federal unemployment ran out for $600 a week, and a lot of the Senate Republicans were complaining that some people are making more on unemployment than they were actually working. But what about the ones that weren't? I'm sure there are a number of people that probably um, making more um, on um, than they were on the unemployment than they were working. But what about the ones that weren't? The unemployment is not paying enough. So they have a one track mind. They don't think about all Americans. They just think about the ones that they perceive are getting over. But what about the ones that are getting under? You know, that's just my thought on it. What do you guys think? I would rather let a few people get over than have others go under. So, because the money is going to get pumped back into the economy anyway. If you have some people who have not made are making more on unemployment, I'm sure they're not taking that money and putting it underneath their mattress. You know, 'cause they have expenses as well, and they just may spend a few extra dollars propping up this economy with the money that the government is printing. So that's the what happened in the markets today. Um, Let me know how you guys' day went in the markets as well. Put your comments in the comment section below. And I hope you have a prosperous and joyous rest of your day. Until I see you guys again, I'll see you guys. In fact, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I was um trying to figure out how can I do this on a daily basis, and this live stream is a lot easier than recording it and then having to edit it in your editing software and then having to upload it. The streaming, I can definitely keep doing this program on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. It's a blessing. Until I see y'all again, peace, peace and hair grease.